Still, so the fan is on just in case you can hear it. So, this July the 4th weekend, we were in London and we went to see Hercules. Not great. It's not the musical I would have picked. If I was planning to go to a musical on July the 4th, it would not have been that one. And it certainly would not have been the musical I would have chosen to have gone to see to celebrate my coming out. But then again, there aren't really that many musicals in the West End that celebrate the LGBT community. So anyway, it was a shit musical. It's going now. Yep. Yes. Yes. It's there's not long left to go. But it's real. It's only it only opened last year, and it's already because of Flash. It's gone. It's going. It'll be closing beginning of September. Beginning of September. It's going to be closed. Just less than 2 months' time. It's going to close. Its doors. Hopefully that's where British Showman will go. Hope this keeps being crossed. But yeah. It basically at the time we were just trying to find a day free to just do like a matinee and just go down. And then all last week, Sweeney's got banging on about how that's not the music we're seeing this weekend. We were like, we know! But you can watch Hamilton anytime. You can watch Hamilton anytime on Disney Plus. But I think I'm going to do a massive Hamilton, just get him off my back. Yeah, well, I'm going to do that. I want to do Lion King, so I've not done Lion King in years. Nah, I've not done Lion King yet. Lion King used to frequently tour in Manchester. It hasn't done a tour in quite a while, so I'm like, how will I go to it again? Nah. Yeah, so on the train, I saw a post on social media about the Euro Hockey Tour that's going to be coming up. And it also then put suggestions of a book called the Rivalry Series now in effect too. So, lady, over to you. Okay, so the Euro Hockey Tour, the last 2 years, has taken place in December. So when we hit pause to Rivalry Series, that's also where it's happened as well. But this year, all 3 stops on the Euro Hockey Tour are pretty much happening well before we even get to December. Yeah. So this is now like asking the question of, well, could you do that with the Robin map September, October? Which I would prefer. You would prefer that. Well, I'll go through the tour details and then I'll come back to you on that. Yeah. So let's run through it. Shall we? Okay. So the first of the stops is scheduled for August. That's August the 19th to the 22nd in Klassen, Switzerland. With the host Swiss welcoming nations from Finland, Sweden and Czechia. And Switzerland actually did host their first national team camp this weekend just gone. July 2nd to 5th in Zug. So there you go. Following Switzerland's stop on the tour, it will then move to Finland. That'll be September 28th to October the 4th. And it'll be in Sweden for the 28th of October to November the 5th. We've got 2 bigger stops during that period. Yes, your second visit to Waitress, which you're really looking forward to, given who's going to be playing Jenna. And then we've also got Legally Blonde on the night before the World Championships begin. Yeah. Yeah. So that's good. So all 3 stops are going to be done out of the way before we even get to December. So, because that then free up potential more dates for Canada. I think it could. I definitely think we're going to have more dates being freed up on the calendar now that all these internationals are being moved well before the start of the season, which is good, man. Because what's going to be unique about the PWHL 2026-27 season is it's going to be the first time in our league's history that we don't have any international events disrupting it. No. Because obviously, Olympics happens once every 4 years, so next will have that happen, of course, be 2030 with the French Alps, who have now released their branding. Ooh, they have now released their branding. So I'm thinking maybe reconvening on the Olympic Hockey Show to do that. We'll see. They have not just released their branding, so we've got that ready for 2030. Obviously, World Championships are now having moved from April to November, so that's going to be the start of each PWHL season. And then, if you got this Euro Hockey Tour also moving closer to end of summer, beginning autumn, that could also be a huge boost as well. Because we want to expand the schedule. 30 games is not enough. Even if you go 32 next season, that's still not going to be enough. Because there is talks, it could be 30, it could be 32. We just say, more! How you like it? How you like it? Yeah. I still say 40. 40! Thank you for your contribution, Diego. Some people got upset that Pegasus wasn't in Hercules, and you were like, oh? Yeah, I forgot that there was a Pegasus. Well, the thing is, guys, I watched the film for the very first time not long after the last D23 Expo to get myself geared up, ready to go and see it, and I was bored. So I don't remember much about the film. And then we were there watching it over the weekend. I was also bored as well. I'm like, I'm bored. And also, what was with the slutty humour? Like, how do you say how I want to see Zeus shackled in chains and moaning? Like, ooh, there's kitties in the audience! Yeah, that's like, nope. I don't want to hear how he's picturing what Bondi should be like. I know! Dirty! And then Meg coming out looking like a slut. Oh, yeah. I would have preferred you just bring back that. That's for your face, wasn't it? It's like, nope. It's good. Tear us to shreds. Anyway, but no, so anyway, I just feel like we need more games on the card. 30 is not enough. 32 probably won't be enough either, even if it's 2 extra games. But we need it to be the region of that 36, 40 ballpark. Yeah, that kind of thing. I'm gonna look at what the WNA does. What games do they play? Give it a comparison. Links are dirty, but no, they're a very good year. They're a very good year. Bring it up. Okay. The WNBA has plays 44. However, this will increase to 50 next year. Well, they are adding more teams at a faster rate. Yeah. I don't think there's one coming next year. Because the Fire and Tempo got put in this year. And I think the next 3 expansion teams will come in 28, 29, 20, and 2030. What am I thinking of? You're thinking of the relocation. Because Connecticut is relocating to Houston. That's what you're thinking of. Right, so the WNBA plays 44. That's going to go to 50 next year. We could probably do like 44, couldn't we? Divide that by 11. We could maybe go to 44. You divide that by 11, that would be 4. You'd see everyone 4 times. That could work. That could work. Because 40 won't, under your proposal, because that would not work to buy by 11 opponents. But 44, that might do it. We just need more games put on the card. And so, by moving all the international competition to way earlier in the calendar, so like say September, October, that helps free up extra dates that can be utilised on the card and just make the most of it. So we just need to get this schedule expanded. The sooner the better. I don't want to wait until the CBA expires. I want to do it now. Okay, because this product has literally exploded in popularity. The PWHL popularity has just grown beyond all expectations. I don't want to wait until 2031 when the CBA gets renegotiated. I don't want to wait till then. Let's put more games on the calendar now. Let's do it now. Let's build on the popularity. Let's build on success. I would be so happy if the Rivalry Series was done way before the season began. I'd rather they do the Rivalry Series September, October. Yeah. And that could be like a build up to World Championships. And that'd be fine. I've no problem having the Rivalry Series to build up towards an international competition like, say, the Olympics. But we're doing it in a non-Olympic cycle. It just gets to take the piss. And we did last season. We did do an episode on it, me and Lady, about should this Rivalry still go on, given the fact that it is now a professional league full-time for women hockey players. It made sense back to the days before the PWHL to do the Rivalry Series, but now you've got this league full-time. Do you really still need this silly Rivalry Series between the US and Canadian national teams? Especially as Canada keeps getting their asses whooped. Oh, they're probably so lucky that we are not in their group for the Worlds. Yeah, so potentially it could be 9-0. Because I don't see them going to compete in the quarters. Or the semis. I don't. So probably the only time we'll see Canada in the Worlds this year will be if both teams go to the finals. That's a big if. Well, look at 2019. Perfect example. 2019. Yeah. But I would prefer if you do the US portion of this in September than the Canadian portion in October. I'd rather do it that. I'd rather do it that way. And then it frees up more dates on the calendar. So the only time we would then have to worry about international introductions would be Olympic qualifiers. Yes, because those would have to be played in February. Because obviously, last season, when we got to February 2025, you had Lady go on break for the Rivalry Series. I went on break for the last set of Olympic qualifiers, and Plo had the week off. That you'd have to do. That'd be the Olympic qualifiers. Their schedule, that would be non-negotiable. So you would have to work around them. That's fine. It's only 1 week. It's fine. You have to call it a bye week in the PWHL. But trying to work around the other tournaments is really like it's like taking the piss. So I think it would be better to have the Rivalry Series. Now we do not have confirmation on that yet. But if the Europeans are moving this forward, then maybe we should be moving ours forward. If you get the gist. Oh yeah, absolutely. What does the soccer league thing? Well, it does a games. Well, for comparison. Okay, give me a sec. So that's the NWSL. Yeah. No, it's fair dues. Right. That is a 26 regular season schedule. Oh. Oh, no, hang on. No, hang on. Sorry, no, it used to be 26. Oh. It's now 30. Ah! So they play the exact same games. It did used to be 26, but now it's 30. That's to accommodate the fact that they expanded to a 16-team league. So it did used to be. So the NWSL, which is the National Women's Soccer League, plays 30 games, and I'll just remind you, the WNBA, which is the Women's National Basketball Association, plays 50 games next year. I'd say maybe go 44 for us, because then that would work with 11 opponents you play, because obviously 12-team league going to be next season. 11 opponents. You do 44. You buy it by 11. That's 4. You can do them 4 times. Job done. That's he still wants everybody's coming. Everybody more at least once. If you want to go conferences, then that's a different kettle of fish. Yeah. But we just do not play enough games for our season. Especially how we'd have a really lengthy off-season. It just doesn't make sense now. But I think if all your international tournaments, if they get done closer and earlier in the year, that would be a really huge help for us. And then you can look about, try to get more games on the card and work from that point of view and work how you go from there. It'd be interesting to see where they want to go for Rivalry Series next season, because a lot of the markets they've already been to are now full-time tenants of the PWHL. I'll be very surprised if Edmonton doesn't get well done, because they made a really huge push this past season. Yeah. So I think Edmonton could be one. Yeah. So interesting. It'd be interesting to see if Canada does what it did last season, because obviously this season gone, Canada played both its Rivalry Series fixtures in just one venue in Edmonton, which I thought was a really smart move. Because there's only 4 Rivalry Series games last year, to accommodate the fact we were in the Olympic cycle. Yeah. And the US won all 4 convincingly. They did. So I quite like that. Was a smart move. Whereas the US buy between Cleveland and Buffalo. I still think Cleveland should be a market we explore for future considerations, because we know Ohio and Wisconsin are pretty much breeding farms for PHL prospects. So you kind of think, wouldn't it make sense to put a team there, maybe? So I think Cleveland, Wisconsin are on my radar for future considerations. I think they should be at least considered a ticket game. Right, that's our hard Columbus might say that. Yeah, well, I know, Columbus, you're there. Don't come for me, Stinger. I know you're there, but I'd like to see more non-AHL markets enter the league. We've got Howerton, that's great. But I'd like to see some more non-AHL markets enter the PWHL, just to try and expand and broaden our footprint. And I think Cleveland would be a really good one. The Monsters have done brilliant over there the last few couple of years. Obviously, the Monsters were the first team to win the Carl Cup during my time at the AHL, because I joined the AHL in the 2015-16 season. That was back in the team, so they. Cleveland won it in that year as the Lake Erie Monsters. In fact, the Hydra that Hercules had to face kind of reminded the Cleveland Monsters logo. Oh no. Yeah. I was like, oh. It's absolutely ridiculous, Hercules. It just felt like a musical you would put in Disneyland. It did not feel like it had the Broadway West End status that it was supposed to have. Anywho, but yeah, so let's keep an eye out. Let's keep an eye out what's going to happen when it comes to that. Because if it's good, the Euro Hospitals move. Let's see if we get the Rivalry System move as well. And then that just frees up more dates for the PHL. Then look at expanding the schedule further beyond the current 30, and then just hopefully because we just need to get this schedule expanded now. The product is growing at a fast, accelerated pace, and we're not meeting the requirements to match that. Because if your popularity is growing, your growth is your growth is growing, then you should really be expanding the schedule to match that. And right now we're not doing that. So the sooner we can do that, the better. Let's not wait until the CBA has to expire before we look at getting more games for the card. No. Let's just get it done now. Let's just get this schedule expanded now. And because at the end of the day, don't we all want more women's hockey in our lives? No, I do. So any more final thoughts? Social life sign? Okay, right. Okay, so thank you so much for joining us. Next time, take care.